Happy hunting.
Hunt me.
I'm the hunted one.
I'm hunting most things.
Let us hunt something.
You can hunt.
Long have you hunted me?
You're being hunted.
Good morning, good morning. It is the 11th of August 2018, curated show for Steam Hunt. How many times have I said that every single day? Like, it's pretty damn good if you ask me, like, being able to, like, rock up every day and do it. First link today is Infinity PV heli-on. Heli-on, the world's most compact solar charger. You know what? Sometimes I switch off completely when I see the world's most or the world's first. It's like, when are we going to stop using that? I'm sure there's somebody else who's thought of it or making it somewhere else in the world. You don't know for sure. You're just using it as marketing. Like, you're using it as impact. The world's first unsustainable solar panel. So this one is a solar panel which is flexible, which rolls up, rolls out, rolls up. So the benefit for this is it's super compact, and obviously you can just like pull it out, zip it out, solar panel, jobs are good, and charge your phone on it. Easy to carry, looks well built actually. It just looks like somebody's taken the idea of the flexible solar panel and been like, we should just totally have this in like a wrap up thing. Looks really cool actually. It will let you charge your smartphone 2 or 3 hours. And as long as that thing doesn't like crack or bend, or the cells don't get bossed with it by rolling it up all the time, then you should be good if you want to have like a compact solar charger. Next up is Shanghai Customs. Now I had to link to their Instagram because their website is currently like being renovated, it's being remade, but you can pretty much get a good idea of the work that's going into this bike. I love this bike. I love it because of the retro, like World War II feeling. The back of it looks like an old German bike. The front of it, it's got like these Japanese accent, like LED lights on the back. This is a beautiful bike, and you can tell that people have just like cherry picked the parts, and then they've custom built every single bit of it, and then you just buy all the elements, and they all come separate. I think they all come like flat packed, and then you just make it up. I've got my eyes strictly on this Shanghai Customs because they are making moves, and I could see at some point somebody's going to make some kind of 3D printed bike. You just buy like the power, the hub, you know, all the little cablings and everything, and then everything else you can go and get printed somewhere locally. I really like this bike. Out of all the electric bikes that I've put up or seen on the site, this one more than anything is really appealing to me. I would definitely, and it uses that kind of like old Honda super Cub style. I mean, you can see on this one, and I'm spending a lot of time on this one compared to other ones, but I dig that. That's like some kind of World War II kind of situation going on right there, but brought up to date with the whole like electric hub. And I love that Japanese styling LED red light on the back. Got your little iPhone holder there as well on the top, and the forks and everything just looks super battle damage ready. Next up is M16 Thermal, twice as secure even in total darkness. There's only one reason why I included this today, and that's because it looks super cute and it looks like an actual owl. I mean, look at this. Telling me that somebody didn't design that to look like an owl, although it is the most like Terminator 2 style owl you could probably find. MX6 system platform with H.264 and ONIF compatibility, fixed premium thermal image sensor, 3 fields of view variants, 45, 25, 17 degrees. Actually kind of short view fields. I guess it's because the thermal can only do so much. Additional image sensor modules optional. Recording on internal micro SD card, 4 gig as standard. So I presume you would use this in connection with other cameras as a kind of trigger thing. I know you can probably record in the thermal images. Camera can be upgraded at any time, and second image sensor to positively identify people and objects at any time. So it's more about a trigger sensor, and you can't get better than thermal, you know, picking up heat. It looks like these are coming down in price now, which I think it used to be out of the realms of small businesses, but obviously now, especially with more people using computers nowadays, you've got more computer technology. Maybe you've got computers with blockchain with your wallet on those computers, and you're leaving them at work. Like upgrading the office equipment to have like fully fledged like thermal cameras. I'm sure a lot of people are doing it now. The price is dropping. Next up is Hike Pack, clever hiking maps, all trails, topo maps and satellite maps, route planning and navigation offline. offline with one map download only. Kind of dig this. Fill your backpack with one tap, trails, peaks, accommodation, shelters, and so much more. Same tap gives you topographical and satellite map layers for the entire map area. This is great for hiking, and although there's a couple of apps similar to this out there, I'm definitely interested in giving this a shot. The USA and Finland provide free satellite imagery, and we're bundling that in each map download using proprietary compression algorithms based on progressive image compression. We can reduce this to a low size while still offering a smooth experience. Definitely worth checking out. Next up, Influencers Media Network, a story backer. Great name. Influencers Media Network, hundreds of professional vloggers ready to collaborate with. This really speaks to me. I've been looking for something collaborative for a long time. Contact our backers to ask for promotion of your story or business. So this is not, I don't know if it's powered by a blockchain, but if there's one thing that's open for disruption, is this. You've got to build a network of people up around it. I don't know if it has like a blockchain connected to it, or if it's just literally a holding page of lots of different people who are involved with it. But this is rife for disruption. This whole area of collaborating with other videographers around the world. Steemhunt has already shown a little bit of a side of it. If you think of review hunt and idea hunt, that's going to work really well when you work together with product makers. They're going to want audience development specialists. They're going to want people, brand advocates. They're going to want video reviews. You know, there's a whole spectrum of stuff about to come online when crypto enables it, to do with media creation. Next up is autonomous tent cocoon, installed 2017 somewhere in the West. Luxury without borders. This thing is legit. It's interesting to me that when something popular on Steam is put on and it comes first or second, like we had an eco home that floats the other day, is that the next day or a day after somebody puts up something similar because they see that did well, so they put up something similar to be like, oh yeah, but there's this, and then it doesn't do very well and they're like scratching their head. Like, you've got to think of people's behavior. They've seen it already. If you put it up a couple of days later, you look like you're trying to copy. And also by then, the original like buzz of seeing the first one is like, I don't want to see another one for a little while. 48 hours is not the time zone. But this thing is beautiful. Like, a couple of guys come out, they've got this really nice like frame, solar panel on the side or on the roof. Could you not live here for the rest of your life? I absolutely could. Look at this thing. Little fire pit with some chairs out the front. Installed in Big Sur. I mean, come on, look at that thing. Look at that view. Look at that whole setting. Look at that view, that setting. I mean, stunning. Absolutely stunning. Whoever has bought that land, who's living there, is living their life. Oh, man, that is gorgeous. Next up is unroll.me, and interesting one here. I can't show you unroll.me, but it's a site for unrolling you, unsubscribing you, should I say, from newsletter lists. So if you're on like hundreds of newsletter lists, this is really cool because you put in your email address and it just goes away on those services and unsubscribes you from it. As of GDPR from May the 23rd, 2018, this is no longer, or it's temporarily unavailable in the EU and EEA. So you can still use this in the States and Canada, I presume, but we can't use it in the EU anymore because their system is not up to date, or the way they work their system, especially to do with keeping hold of details, like unsubscribing you from other newsletters, their system's not up to date yet. So I can't show it you because we can't use it. I have to say there's a lot more websites that are doing this now, like especially in UK and Europe. Like, the access to certain sites has definitely been diminished, and even some US sites are kind of blocked because they're not GDPR ready. Last three today then, Landbot.io. This is kind of interesting. It's like another one of those bot sites that you can create your own chatbot, and I think chatbots are going to be like integral to every business, small business especially if you're looking for like a technical support 24/7. If you want to have a website front end is only as good as the support behind it, in terms of, I want this service, when can I get it, and having people go through like a number of steps which you can build out with these like bot builders. Then basically you have a support team that runs around the clock, so you can wake up next morning and you have like 5 or 6 questions already deep, and you've got the person who's wanting your skills or your talents or services to the point where you can jump in, start talking money, start talking how long it's going to take to deliver it. They get faster along the curve. You're not going back and forth with emails. Just speeds up the whole process so you can move on to the next client. Really dig bots. Next up is Eco Strange Loop Games. Looks amazing. I've never seen a game concept so beautifully designed around systems thinking and evidence-based design. Now, this is kind of like next level Minecraft for me. I think as far as I could work out, you have so many days. I think you have a month to build up your house, the place around you, because there's something coming after like 30 days, I believe. Oh, here we go. Work together through the player room, government, and economy to build the technology to stop a meteor on a collision course with the planet without polluting the world and killing it off in the process before that even happens. Like, I'm down for this game. I don't even know if you can get it for Mac or PC, for Mac. But this is the kind of game that you go out and get a PC built so you can play it. Absolutely gorgeous. Really want to play it. Definitely want to stream it. 2-player with me and Dale playing this on a live stream. Totally down for that. Next up is, and the final one today, this one is super interesting too. Spectero. The Spectero marketplace. Welcome to the future of peer-to-peer VPN sharing. Using our open source VPN service software, set up, manage, and configure your own VPN with simplified remote management. List your server and earn extra cash by selling your unused bandwidth. Kind of interesting. Especially if you're like working in a co-working spot and you've got like gigabit internet and you know the IT people really well. Could be a way of sustaining, bringing in an income stream, especially now that all the grants and everything are getting tightened up. Check this out. Looks super interesting. The future of peer-to-peer VPN sharing. That's it for me today. If you don't know what the website is, or you've never seen it before, you're just coming across this video for the first time, this is steemhunt.com as of August 2018. All the links on the right hand side are all the hunts of the day. When you click through, they appear on the left hand side. Clicking the white button takes you through to the URL. If you fill out this form by using your Steam details, you just click on the plus button, the profile button, fill in the title, fill in the subtitle, fill in the tags, upload a picture, and that will get submitted to the Steam blockchain. That will appear on your blog, on the website, on Busy or Steam It, and it'll also go onto steemhunt.com and it gets the opportunity of being voted up. That's it for me today. I will catch up with you later. Have a fantastic Sunday wherever you are in the world, even though these are the hunts for Saturday. We're time traveling, we're time lords. You know what was it? Boys excited today. Let's get it.